Hi there. I'm so excited to introduce this new podcast about all things related to the New Thought movement. My name is Sergio Bersanetti. I'm an Italian author, musician, travel blogger, and a sucker for anything that has to do with spirituality and self-improvement. Before we start with today's episode, which quite logically is about the origin of the New Thought movement, I have an important announcement to make. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, not only you will be notified when a new episode is uploaded, but you will get a free ebook, either in PDF form or as an audiobook, called The Law of Allowing. The PDF is 40 pages and the audio file runs for 30 minutes, so there's really some good stuff in there. In the description of this episode, you will find a link to click, and then you just have to follow the very easy instructions to get your own personal copy of this work. Now about this podcast. In order to make it a bit more exciting, let's say, instead of me blah 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 all the time, I have decided to use the question-answer format, and the answers will be provided by my virtual assistant, Billy. Oh, don't worry, he may not be real, but sure he can talk. Can you, Billy?
You bet.
Oh, please, don't use such a serious tone. Anyway, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Good, now it's much better. So, first question. What is the New Thought movement?
The New Thought movement is a spiritual and philosophical movement that emerged in the late 19th century in the United States. It drew from a variety of spiritual and philosophical traditions, including Christianity, Hinduism, and Transcendentalism. It rejected traditional religious dogma and emphasized the importance of personal experience and intuition. It also stressed the idea of personal responsibility and the need to take charge of one's own life.
Okay, and how did this movement come about?
The New Thought movement emerged as a response to the changing social and cultural landscape of the late 19th century. The Industrial Revolution had brought about great economic and technological progress, but it also created social and cultural dislocation. People were searching for new ways to make sense of their lives and to find meaning in a rapidly changing world.
I see. Can you say something more about this search for a meaning?
Traditional religious and cultural values were challenged by new scientific and philosophical ideas, and the New Thought movement provided a new framework for understanding the nature of reality and the human experience, offering a synthesis of spiritual and scientific ideas that promised to help people find purpose and meaning in their lives.
Interesting, I never thought about that. Now tell me, who were the key figures in the New Thought movement?
There were several key figures, including Phineas Quimby, Emma Curtis Hopkins, and Mary Baker Eddy. Quimby was a mesmerist and healer who believed in the power of the mind to heal the body. Hopkins was a student of Quimby's who went on to become a prominent teacher and writer in her own right. Eddy was a student of Quimby's and the founder of Christian Science, which is a denomination that emphasizes the power of prayer and the mind to heal.
Ooh, I guess we will have to have soon an episode about all these interesting people. Anyway, let's now talk about the core beliefs. What can you say about them?
The New Thought movement emphasized the power of positive thinking, the law of attraction, and the ability of the mind to create reality. It believed that people could transform their lives through the power of their thoughts and beliefs. It also emphasized the importance of personal responsibility and the need to take charge of one's own life. But let's be honest, the most important belief of all was probably that a good affirmation and a strong cup of coffee can solve just about anything.
Right, we even have a virtual comedian here. Anyway, buddy, I have to correct you because it was not just the law of attraction, involved with the New Thought movements. There were several other laws, and in fact I'm writing a book about them.
Hey, you write the script. I only read what you are writing.
Okay, let's not have a fight. Now it's not really necessary, Anyway, last question, I think it's better. Did the New Thought movement influence other movements?
Of course it did.
Okay, if you don't mind, could you please elaborate a bit more about it?
The New Thought movement has had a significant impact on a number of other movements, both within and beyond the realm of spirituality and personal growth. One of the most direct influences is on the self-help movement. The ideas of positive thinking, visualization, and personal responsibility that are central to the New Thought movement have been embraced by self-help gurus like Tony Robbins and Deepak Chopra, for example. It has also had an impact on the human potential movement, which emerged in the 1960s and 1970s and was characterized by a focus on personal growth, self-actualization, and the unlocking of human potential. Another movement that has been influenced is the New Age. This movement emerged in the 1960s and 1970s, and focused on spirituality, alternative health practices, and environmentalism. Let's not forget the feminist movement, where the emphasis on personal empowerment and the ability of the mind to shape reality has been embraced by feminist thinkers and activists. The movement's rejection of traditional gender roles and its emphasis on personal freedom and responsibility has also resonated with many feminists. Last but not least, an impact is evident on the environmental movement, due to its emphasis on personal responsibility and the interconnectedness of all things, which has been embraced by some environmentalists.
Oh, that's how I like you. Plenty of useful information, and just at the end of this podcast. That's great. Thanks a lot. And thanks a lot also to all the nice people who were patient enough to stay with me until the end. Now guys, since this is the first episode, it's very important for me to get your feedback, so please comment. Let me know if you enjoyed the episode, if I should get rid of Billy and do all the talking, if you like the question-answer format, because remember, this podcast is not for me, it's for you. I mean, I know the answers and I'd love to share these answers with you, so it's very important for me that you do enjoy what you're listening to, okay? Now, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can get the free ebook, The Law of Allowing, and see you next time.